Lucky to be alive and near miss are terms you're all probably too familiar with. These words are thrown around in the aftermath of minor and major incidents. Then we hear phrases such as, "this could have been avoided," or "disasters like this should never happen." But we all know they do. And hundreds of people suffer serious physical injuries, or even worse. Today, we're reminding you to be vigilant about your safety, your health, and your environment. It's April 2010, and the Deepwater Horizon oil rig explodes, claiming the lives of 11 crew members and sets off the worst oil spill in US history. The ongoing effects are enormous. The environment is still recovering. Thousands of families will never recover. And the company lost billions of dollars. Years of cutting corners favouring speed over safety. Not just one careless mistake caused the disaster. It's this accepted, "she'll be right, mate" culture that's putting lives at risk.
She'll be right, mate. She won't be right, mate. She'll be right, mate attitude or culture will kill your mates.
We all remember these images of a burning oil rig and the devastation caused to wildlife and the environment. Because it's disasters like this that draw international media attention. But it doesn't take long before such images become a distant memory. That is, until the next catastrophe occurs. If you're like most people, you think this can only happen on a big scale, somewhere in a distant land. What if I told you it can happen much closer to home? A massive blaze and a plume of thick, toxic smoke shoots up into the sky as this petrol tanker explodes. 50 firefighters rush to the scene to control the fire. Hundreds of people are evacuated from their nearby homes and offices. Surprisingly, no one was injured, but the damage bill ran into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. This incident is a wake-up call, a reminder that it can happen much closer to home. And it's a reminder that when it comes to workplace safety, complacency has no place.
Vince Burns escaped serious injury after failing to put on his seatbelt while operating a Bobcat. The machine hit a stump and he was thrown forward out of his seat.
I'm on top of the bucket of dirt. I turn around and go, I could be dead.
In the 13 years from 2003 to 2015, more than 3,200 workers lost their lives in work-related incidents in Australia. In fact, recent Safe Work Australia figures show that 164 Australian workers have been killed at work in 2016. The top 4 mechanisms for these deaths are vehicle collision, being hit by moving objects, falling from a height, and being hit by falling objects. Also in the top 10 are explosion and contact with electricity.
Static is a big problem within fuel farms and aviation areas. It creates the potential for a big hazard of a fire or an explosion.
In the 13 years to 2015, the transport industry recorded the second highest fatality rate, with an average of 10.6 fatalities per 100,000 workers. In the air transport category, which includes passenger and industrial aircraft, 184 workers died. Over the 3-year period from July 2006, there were just over 3,700 work-related hospitalisations in the transport industry. Although burns account for a small percentage of overall workplace injuries, it's those workers who spend the longest time recovering in hospital. And these are the type of injuries we're talking about. Preventing disasters requires daily vigilance that is actively taught and reinforced. Do you still think it can't happen to you?
Think first, think she. Safety, health, environment.